Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings. Beautiful Ascension Star family, my divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, and thank you if you're returning. I gratify your appreciation, your participation, your contribution, your divine love, light, your healing, your prayers from all over the world as we unite our heart and the earth in the shift and uplift of humanity into ascension. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am recording on 12/9/2025. Vibration is 399. Our 12 becomes a 3, and the collective vibration is 21, which also becomes a 3. So we have a 12 and a 21 that are back-to-back energy. 3 in itself is trilogy, trinity, triality, goddess energy, empress energy, divine feminine energy, the mother energy. And this is the month of our beautiful Mother Mary. We celebrated her birthday on the 8th. On the 9th, we had the 999 gateway, the Stargate portal of completion and DNA rewire. If you have not listened to it, it's not too late. Please do embrace that wonderful energy. It is playing out in today's energetic vibration of our date. And with 12 and 21 being a 3, we have 2 3s, which becomes a 33, and that in itself is an uplifting, Christed frequency, a beautiful vibration in this month of completion and endings and conclusions, resolutions, many solutions, that we uplift our consciousness from the old to the past and move beyond that into a healthier, healing state of being, into the Christos, the Homo Christos energy of the Christed consciousness. Today I am speaking on Harry. My reading is on Prince Harry. So if you have any opposite of positive energies, I welcome you to open your heart and embrace the shift, the change. Any one of us could reincarnate to experience similar circumstances in a future timeline. So let us not criticize or judge. Instead, open to the grace and embrace of our Creator's energy as I welcome, invite, invoke the energy, essence and presence of our Supreme Creator to encompass us all in the unconditional love of unity consciousness, of prosperity consciousness, victory consciousness, and unconditional love consciousness. As you would come to know, that Prince Harry was on a 4-day trip, a visit to the UK, which ended yesterday. So he was here from Monday to Thursday, 8 to 11 September. And every one of those days were powerful. We had Mother Mary's energy being the divine feminine. He arrived in that beautiful, nurturing, maternal energy, and he was exuding that kind of compassion and empathy and love. And on the 9th, that portal opened of, let us complete the old chapters. Let's leave history where it needs to be. And we saw that when the step was taken to meet his father. Leave the past buried and let's move on. The 10 is a new beginning energy. It is the celebration of coming together of the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. It's the celebration and the joy of being in my home with my family, in my birth country. It is legacy. It is a feeling of being legendary. Of course, the 11th was the sadness across the world, where we remember 9/11. So this particular week, the dates were so significant of his visit, and I applaud and commend him. I admire him for all that he's achieved on a personal level as well as a professional level. So he made his stop, his very first stop as he came into the country, at his grandmother, her gravesite, or paying tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, remembering her as an act of love and compassion and respect on her third death anniversary. Of course, that was at St. George's in Windsor Castle. And shortly, he visited Nottingham, where he spoke about youth violence. And the best part of that, I think, all that anticipation that was been building up with the people of the country and the media and people all over the world is, will Harry be meeting his father? Will he be seeing the king? Will the king have time to meet him? What will happen? Will there be a reunion, a reconciliation? And of course, after approximately 19 months, that happened. That was felt miraculous in itself. All of the negative publicity about his father not wanting to meet him, and he would never get that opportunity. He's really done for it. The consciousness shift of energy, when the world stands as one in heartedness, in unitedness, in lovingness, in kindness, can open up pathways and spaces that create miracles and bring in the magic for healing, for well-being, for reconciliation. And that is showing us how important it is, how significant it is to forgive, to let go. And this month is all about that. Letting go of the past, ending the old ways. So I found that to be incredibly synchronistic, this particular alignment that took place. Of course, the cherry on the top, I believe, was him honoring his late mother Diana, having gone to London, attending the Diana Awards. So Prince Harry is quite an endearing and enduring individual, a charitable legacy. He is such a natural, having that organic ability that to connect with people, so effortless, seamless and timeless interaction. And you see that love flowing from him, and personifies the aura of his mother. And of course, her birthday was celebrated last month. The end of the month was her death anniversary of 28 years. So it's been quite an emotional, impacted time for him. And all of this seems to be happening sequentially and consecutively in remembering that, remembering the grandmother, remembering my country, remembering the people, trying to forge a new sense of connectedness with the king. So I believe this has touched lives beyond the palace walls and throughout the UK, throughout the US, and boundaries throughout the world. So Harry, as we know, has founded Centre Bale. He champions the Invictus Games, and of course, he's passionate about these type of causes, the transformation, the compassion, these global initiatives to make lives better, to make lives brighter, and for all ages, for absolutely all ages, all gender, both genders, all races and cultures throughout the world. So he is a global ambassador, and I have run many readings on Harry, and I know him to be the Prince of Light, the Prince of Hearts, and the true King of Hearts. And he has created such a shift in consciousness as a royal, whether he's a working royal or not, it doesn't matter. He is a human being, and he is emanating what that truly means. He fosters this organic solidarity, and all of his campaigns create such a beautiful awareness and inspiration, and our world leaders, our world dictators, our people of the world should be proud of this. It doesn't matter whether his name is Prince Harry. Forget the title, forget the position, forget the accolades, forget the past. View it for the now in the present. And what is also very heartwarming and welcoming is that he is expending personal funds, donations. He's making vast amount of donations to many of the charities and causes to uplift, to progress it, to keep it afloat, to keep it sustained and well maintained. So as the debate goes on about him, and the saga continues, the media dramatics, let us give thanks for the humanitarian causes that he is making such great contribution from his participation in. And of course, there's only a minority that is actually awake enough to see the goodness, the righteousness, and the wonderful being, the great heart that he has. So today we are celebrating a victory of light that has happened over these many days in the country and of course globally, as he has broken free from a cult, and he has cultivated a new, beautiful, bountiful, blessed life for himself, for his family, and is sharing that with so many as a solo royal with so many all over the world. So congratulations and celebrations and jubilations to our people's prince, to our Prince of Light, to the true King of Hearts. And I'm sure his mother stands ever so proud at this point. Her energy is present. I have asked her to be here. And in the pre-shuffles of both the two decks that I have, the Queen of Cups card had flipped, and she is ringing in my left ear a thunderous yes. I am here, and I am loving what my son is doing. And again, that is not to be prejudiced and to separate emotions from William. We are working on Prince Harry's reading at this time. So Spirit, let us talk. At the bottom of this deck, in the pre-shuffle, we have the World card. He has made an impact in the world. It is world events, world news, global news. He's a global ambassador, and he is creating a vibration of unity, of prosperity, and a victory. That's what I'm getting. And what is so amazing is the 21, which I just realized right now, opening my eyes after channeling that few bits, is the 21 of the collective data vibration for today. So you cannot make this up. Let's look at what's behind that. Wow, we have the Queen of Cups. She had jumped out of the deck when I picked up the deck and did the first few shuffles. And she's behind here saying, I am proud of my son and the impact that he's making on the world. And I am so excited for all that's to come. Let's see one more. The Princess of Cups. Also an emotional time. She was a Princess of Wales. But of course, in the end, given her her fame, her glory, her stature, the impact she made. She is the Queen of Hearts. She was dubbed by the people as the Queen of Hearts, but being a water sign, a Queen of Cups. We have a King of Cups, so much emotion, and I believe that would be the king himself. So she is quite excited about this new step. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So I won't go further than that, but to say that this is a celebration of unity, of coming together, a prosperity energy. So let's get all of this into the deck, and I would love Spirit to show us now Harry's energy for this UK visit. I am sure that he is so excited. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this was him slowing time down, not speeding in and speeding out, having made the time to do the things that his heart diarized, digitized, and documented to do. It's like, no, I won't leave without visiting my grandmother's grave, without seeing my father, and without paying tribute to my mother's legacy. So it's time will stand still, and I will make it happen. So he drew from, this is not a quick in and out, as I usually do, speed in and out, and I'm always so busy involved in other matters. This matter was different. So this is a foundation energy that Spirit is saying he set that intention before arriving. And at the bottom we still have the Queen of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles. Now we have the Three of Swords. So she's showing up to say, yes, this is my son, and I am proud. And Spirit says, place her, because she's showing up. Anything else on Harry, please? His energy during this 4-day trip. We have the Tower that tried to flip, but Spirit says, don't take that Tower. That was what the media wanted. It was a failure. All right, so that was what was meant to happen. It's for him to be made a failure, to be mocked at, to be ridiculed for not having met the king. But this has proven a slap in the face. So that, and then we have the Three of Pentacles show up again to say, yes, the unity had taken place. Give us Prince Harry's energy in the UK during his 4-day visit. Knight of Pentacles. He came in slow and he achieved a lot. It has been a long time coming. It has been on the cards for a very long time. Let us go make a new historical moment. Let us bring the wealth of health, not just in a literal sense, but in a spiritual sense. Let's open the doors to heartedness, to a greater sense of healing and wealth. Let's bring ourselves out as the new healers in the monarchy. Let's make peace. Let the world see it. And what's interesting is we have a Knight of Wands in reverse and a Knight of Pentacles upright in the same position, showing you that the Five of Wands was the battle, the conflict that was coming up. And at the bottom of the deck is the World card again. So the world intended for this conflict to go on, but the world will now celebrate a new energy, a healing, that the shaman in the card is holding the symbol of the goddess, the trilogy, the feminine divine. That is the Celtic symbol for the feminine energy. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. So that in itself speaks volumes about our vibration today. Two of Pentacles, a balancing energy. That Two of Pentacles, well, I kept on seeing a 2 at the bottom of the deck. I can't remember if it was a 2 of Pentacles, but we have the Magician at the bottom. We have the 2 of Wands that I see. That is the magic that took place. That is him waving the magic wand with Spirit and saying, yes, there's 2 pots. So which will we take? And what Harry's done is he's taken time to embrace both the paths. The paths of being a professional for the causes, for his charities, and the personal path, having paid respect to the Gran, having met with Dad, and having honoured Mum. So that is the 2 paths that he has embraced. The 3 of Wands. This is the victory. Everything I've set out to do, I've accomplished. Everything that I've intended, all was met. Timelessly, tirelessly, exceptionally, brilliantly, beautifully. The fire burns bright from one ocean to the next, from the US to the UK. And in that 3 is the trilogy. You see, Spirit is saying, show them what I mean. There's 22 on the clock. This is the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 paths. So he didn't have to make a choice of choosing one. He embraced both, and from that, something bloomed. A 3rd vibration, a coming together of a singularity and a duality gives birth to a triality. And that's what he's done. He's given birth, or some new energy was born out of this. And let us hope in faith and prayer and trust and surrender that this would be a pivot to the transformation of what the monarchy needs, what the people need, and what the media actually need. Knight of Swords, another knight, coming in powerfully through the airways, communication, changing the minds of the conditioned ones. Let it be free, let go, refresh your mind, think positive, think better thoughts. So he's come and he's shifted the mental consciousness dynamic of what has always been the norm to conform. He has changed it. He says, let's just end this nonsense now. But Harry didn't go there to make headlines. Harry didn't go there to break the internet. He didn't go there to go viral. It just happens. He is a presence that is felt, whether you like him or not. When he comes in, there are winds blowing in all directions. There is a gale. There are tornadoes. There's a storm on social media, and this is what it is. But he comes in love and light. You see, he doesn't look up to wage a war. He looks below, because his mind is on the land, on the people, on his purpose, his passion, his mission. And even his vehicle, this beautiful unicorn energy or Pegasus energy. No, I apologize, it's not a Pegasus. It's a horse. It doesn't have a it could be some mythical creature. But this particular type of horse is angelic. It's soft and loving and kind. And I'm asked to point out the compass. That's him accomplishing the 4 points over 4 days that created such an incredible impact in his life. And his mother sits now at the center, saying, I am proud of you. You've accomplished it. You are living my legacy. And that is beautiful. All right, so let us now get into the vibration of hold on. I'm asked to take from here. This is an imprisonment energy which jumps out. So why does this jump out? And I have a feeling that this was about breaking the imprisonment, breaking out of the jail of ridicule and exile. I've got the word exile. The assumptions of him being exiled from the royal family, not being included, not being invited. He was exiled, imprisoned, ridiculed, and made to be left out. So this jumped out. Why? Let us see what the next vibration brings. What is the imprisonment about? What is the imprisonment about? All right, there's too many. Mature woman and child. Feminine energy. A point of maturity has been reached. This all took place in feminine energy. So a release of the patriarchal, of the masculine energy has broken free. The controlling energy. He was there to set in motion by uniting the heart, the inner child energy. He was there to bring love and joy to everyone, especially children. So having done that during this period, a shift of consciousness has happened. And this is all divinely planned. That all of this took place at a time. Your 18 gives you a 9. This is a 6. The 29 at the bottom on the imprisonment is an 11, which is master energy. It's divine energy. So Harry is working on spiritual vibration, whether he knows it or not. And we have spoken many times before, saying that he has stepped into his spiritual self. He is now working in a higher consciousness as a light worker. So that's lovely. Let us get one from here. Wheel of Fortune. He's bringing change to the future. He is creating fortune in many ways with the World card and the Wheel card. He is changing the world. He is creating a revolution of positivity. He is turning the hands of time. He's turning the clocks. He's turning and changing lives. And this is all working in beautiful synchronicity. And Spirit is giving him the opportunities in which to create this, which is incredible. And at the bottom it is the fountain of life. There's all that water energy, that emotion, the rinsing clean of the old and bringing out the joys, drawing strength and renewal from within. And that's what he's about. He is taking from his heart his wholeness, his holiness, his spiritualness, and sharing with others. And that is an incredible blessing. I want to show you what's at the bottom of this as I put it away, is the 11 that we spoke about, being the 11 vibration of the 29, and that is sudden wealth. A wealth of health, a wealth of energy, a wealth of inspiration and knowledge. And we've already spoke about this. So it's not, it's just validation coming up. This was my validation deck. Should we have needed that? But Spirit is channeled so clearly. Okay, so I want now to give us some vibration, some insight on his meeting with the Father. How welcoming was this from the King? How welcoming was this from the King? I'm sure Harry definitely loved it and welcomed this opportunity. So the card that's trying to make a peep, let's have a look. The World card. The World card. So I think we will take this card only because it has shown up like the Queen of Cups many, many times. So definitely it has been very welcoming to their personal worlds and to the world at large. Of course, you will get the haters, the you know, the troublemakers, and I say that in love and light, but that is true. That would only see the opposite of light, the opposite of positivity, and have all the labeling and the judgment that goes with it. But that's not why we're here. We are here to shift the consciousness, be it their family, it could be your family. Let us learn the greater lessons from this. Show us the vibration of the King's energy, the Six of Swords. Let us move on from this pain. Let us chart new territory. Let us sail on new waters. Let us breathe in fresh air. Let us find a way out of that pain and conflict, out of the death from the past. Let us venture out into something better. Let's seek a new way. And I think that is so precious. A new direction, new hope. What else can we say? What else is there from the King? The Star. And at the bottom we have the Three of Swords. So from this pain, this conflict, this piercing, this agony that has trapped our minds, our hearts, our lives for such a long time, a great healing has taken place. And it is welcomed by the divine. Let us heal. Let us shine bright again. Let us show the world that from the impossible, it is possible. So a new star is shining. A new light is brightening. And show us, Harry, Did he embrace this heartedly? And I'm sure he did, or he would have declined the invitation. I mean, he cannot just drive up to Clarence House or to Buckingham Palace or wherever it is that the king is and say, hi, I'm here to see you. You've got to make the arrangements. It's got to be planned. So I am sure that when UK got wind of the fact that he's coming, it went viral, and the king decided, Harry's coming over, let's do this. He's going to be here for 4 days. Let's make time. And how apt, how aligned in the 9th month. And this month, September, is his birth month as well. On the 15th is his birthday. So, how did Harry respond to this meeting? No matter who arranged the meeting, whether Harry put it forth to say, I am coming in, is there an opportunity for us to meet, or the king decided to extend his hand and say, I know you're coming, we've had several attempts before and it didn't work out, and I extend a hand to you, an invitation out, come, let's have some time together. And I think it was around 55 minutes or so. And it doesn't matter, even 5 minutes means there's hope. So let us see Harry's response, Spirit. How did he do it? 7 of Cups. Well, I suppose it went down as a shock at first. Is it real? He must have pinched himself a few times and thought, we've had so many failures, but we've still got 3 cups in the air. And those 3 cups have the stars on them. So let's fly with this. Let's make it happen. 1 for me, 1 for Dad, and 1 for Mum. And that's beautiful, because that is the dove of peace. That is a spiritual dove. That's Mum saying yes. That's Spirit saying yes. All the previous attempts, forget them. Take flight. And it sets the 3 stars, which is the trilogy energy, again next to the star. And that is beautiful. That's in fact brilliant. There's too many. We have the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So the card facing the bottom is the 2 of Cups, which is what I will take as a celebration of the 2 of them coming together and making. Right, so this bloom in the center, we have a butterfly. Oh, I didn't notice we have 3 butterflies. That's transformation straight away. There's the full bloom. Let us meet over a cup. Let us bond. Let us feel that intimate love that we once felt. Let us rekindle that. Let us make love again in a kindred way, in a hearted way, in a father-son way, in a familial way, in a beautiful way. That's the love we're talking about, the unconditional love that does not have a label to it, that does not gender specific. It is spirited love. That's the make love I talk about. And that has come out on the lotus from the mud, from the dark, from the muddy, from the murky, from the unseen, from the depth, and it's bloomed into a great love. And it is full. The full moon talks about it being whole, full and complete. So that was a beautiful time they've shared together. We have the play of the dolphins, and that is spiritual significance, communication, and also healing. And I know the 2s were playing up for a bit, So that is a beautiful conclusion to that reading. We don't need any extra validation, but Spirit says, let us get a card from here, and Spirit, show us the energy vibration of that meeting, the conclusion to that, and we have sudden wealth. You cannot make it up, not ever. And at the bottom of the deck is the 22. And that is like Harry in his attire, his uniform, as well as the king, because he also has them. It's like the two of us coming together in a 22. We were singled out, but now we are together. We're coming together. It is a victory. It is a wealth. And it was official. It was made public. It was broadcasted all over. So it was not something hidden and done quietly. So that is amazing, absolutely amazing. And we don't need any more validation. I've already given you 22 on the clock. So there we go. That's the 22 showing up to say this was divinely arranged for the two of them. And the 22 sits right below this 2. That is incredible, absolutely incredible. Let's get one from this deck. Let us conclude, Spirit. We have the heart of valor, and that is at the bottom is eternal love. And I think I saw a word saying triangle. So that's your trilogy, your triality, your triangle that we're talking about. That's validation. That's the sky. So that's the flight here. Spirit says, move, fly, take it, spread your wings from 4 different on 4 different days, from different venues, different charities, different events. He has moved. This is the energy of the 3 stars, the let's do it for me, let's do it for dad, let's do it for mom energy. And this particular energy is that love that we're talking about here, the eternal love, which is the greatest strength, and him being the King of Hearts. With the valor, the being valiant in what? Not stepping down, conquering, achieving his victory, facing all of his difficulties, his obstacles, his hindrances, his challenges, his problems, and still achieving a greatness, a victory. This is incredible, absolutely incredible. So beautiful ones. I feel so wonderful and excited about Harry and what he's doing and the impact it's making to the world. So let me leave it here. And I love you dearly. Let us pray for peace and trust that this is the shift in consciousness to the monarchy. We've been asking for a breakthrough, and let it be this. Who knows what is coming? And trust that Spirit is in charge, the divine is in charge, and his mother is working her magic from wherever she is. So with that, I love you, I thank you, be blessed, till next.